Wow. So much going on. I love the way the media position and create a narrative with respect to Schumer and Biden versus the Israeli government and Bibi Netanyahu. That their relationship is tense. Israel doesn't benefit from a tense relationship. Israel's trying to survive. Israel's trying to defend itself. The Democrats are grabbing as much power here at home as they possibly can. So I've been carefully watching a lot of these programs. And why aren't they leading with the story that Joe Biden yet again has transferred or allowed the transfer of $10 billion to Iran? Why did the Democrats, Schumer and their fellow slugs, get to create the narrative? Why do they get to create the narrative? That the issue is whomever they say the issue is. That the target is whomever they target. Joe Biden is funding Iran while he's demanding that Israel stand down. Why don't they explain this? That Israel has surrounded the leaders. There's a story out now, and it's an important story. It's a story that's been vetted. That the Islamo-Nazis who run Qatar, the inbreds who run Qatar, actually, after October 7th, asked Secretary Blinken if Qatar should remove the heads of Hamas from their country. They were looking for a signal. And if the United States said yes, they would have removed them. The story says that Blinken said, no, we can use that as leverage in our negotiation for the hostages. No. Qatar was prepared to remove them. They weren't removed because of Antony Blinken. I want you to think about that. Now, the shows on Saturday and Sunday, Life, Liberty, and Levin on Fox, are going to be absolute killer shows, not just because of the guests, but because I really hone in on a number of areas. The idea that the Democrat Party is not a totalitarian party is preposterous. I don't care what the Democrats say or their media say. I'm talking to you. They try to imprison Donald Trump. That's why you're bringing 91 felonies. Not for show. They want one of them to stick, and they want Donald Trump to go to prison. And there is Schumer, a sleazeball among sleazeballs, on the floor of the Senate, laying out what other Democrats wouldn't say with such detail. That the United States will impose on Israel a two-state solution if they don't do it themselves. That the United States will rejigger the entire Middle East after the war is over. That the United States is not going to tolerate Israel's sovereignty as long as Bibi Netanyahu is the prime minister and as long as he has certain cabinet members. That the United States wants a new election in Israel in hopes of removing Netanyahu in the middle of a war. What's also taking place now, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Biden administration is slow-walking munitions to Israel. I broke that here 2 days ago. They're running out of weapons. They're running out of armaments. So while our government is arming Iran, Hamas, the Houthis, Hezbollah, directly and indirectly, as well as the PLO, arming them. Massive flow of billions of dollars, hundreds of millions to certain terrorist groups directly. This administration at the same time is slow-walking munitions to Israel, which means what? Israel could lose this war as a result of what Biden and Blinken and Schumer are doing to Israel. And I'm going to demonstrate yet again this weekend that the numbers they're using handed to them by Hamas are bogus, but they know they're bogus and they're using them anyway because the Democrat Party is now out of the closet. You Democrats out there who vote Democrat all the time, you better damn well pay attention. They are out of the closet. They want to destroy America through immigration, and they are. They've destroyed our cities by coddling criminals with Soros-appointed district attorneys and judges. They're destroying our criminal justice system, shredding the Constitution because they're targeting Trump, and they are hell-bent on eliminating the state of Israel. Because Israel can't survive under the terms that Biden, Schumer, and the others are trying to impose on them. They cannot survive with a terrorist state right on their border, with an Iranian terrorist state right on their border. They can't survive. They're too small. And what are we going to do? Go to war with them? Obviously not. That is, with this new state. And yet it's being pushed. They're demanding it, the Democrats. They're demanding not that the United States choose the leader of Israel, not that the United States choose the cabinet of Israel, but that the Democrat Party choose the Prime Minister of Israel and choose the government of Israel. The Democrat Party seeks to imprison Trump. The Democrat Party is pushing a real live coup against the current government in Israel. It is a totalitarian party. The Democrat Party, its voters, are the anti-Semites in the street, the river to the sea crowd. It's the Democrat Party that's loaded up with the Marxists and the Islamists who hate our own country. It's not the Republican Party. The Republican Party is feeble in many respects, but it's not them. It's not them. And they are dangerous. So Biden at the White House today, he thought Schumer's speech was fantastic because it's all coordinated. Biden, Blinken, Schumer. Schumer's obviously, for my brothers and sisters in New York who are Jewish, he's a self-hating Jew. It's what he is. And that's what a lot of these Marxist Democrats are who are Jewish. They're self-hating Jews. Just like you're going to have self-hating Catholics who are Catholic by birth, but they don't believe in the teachings of the Catholic Church. There should be marriage among priests, that they should acknowledge gay marriage, which they don't as an institution, whether people like it or not. And, of course, abortion on demand paid for by the government. Pelosi, Biden, and the other. Why is this? It's because my wife has always said to me, these people on the left, their faith, their religion is their party, is their ideology. That's their God. You heard that reprobate from Politico on MSNBC say, oh, these people actually believe that in natural law, that this comes from God and so forth and so. Yeah, we do. And that's the way it's supposed to work. It doesn't come from man. God. Thank God. So that is what we're dealing with here. Here's Biden. Cut one. Go.
Senator Schumer contacted my staff, my senior staff. He's going to make that speech. And I'm not going to.
So stop right there. He coordinated it with the White House. That's what he did. Since when does a senator have to call the staff of a president to tell him or them what speech he's going to give on the Senate? For this is a coordinated Democrat Party effort to support Hamas, Islamic Jihad, the Muslim Brotherhood, like Obama did. To support Iran with hundreds of billions of dollars? Please don't ask me why anymore. These people hate our country. They hate Israel. Their anti-Semites are coming out of the woodwork. They don't condemn them. Schumer didn't give a speech on the floor of the Senate condemning Iran. They don't bring up October 7th anymore. It's like it never happened. They're playing to the base that they created, filled with Marxists and Islamists. And the border's wide open, with, among others, Marxists and Islamists pouring over the border. Democrat future voters and their children and grandchildren in the future. Go ahead.
I'll elaborate on his speech. He made a good speech, and I think expressed a serious concern, shared not only by him but by many Americans.
It's not shared by many Americans. It's shared by a very small fraction of Americans. A massive percentage of the media, a massive percentage of the Democrat Party operatives and special interests, a massive percentage of the anti-Semitic Department of State, Blinken always. You know what I think I'm going to do, Mr. Producer, on one of my shows this weekend? I'm going to address this issue of self-hating Jews. I'm going to address this issue. That is the third rail of politics, really. And as I said, it's not just Jews. It could be Catholics. It could be any religion or denomination. But I get asked the question, I'm going to answer it. And my belief about ethnic Jews versus Jews who are both ethnic and faithful, that is religious. And by that I don't mean have to be hardcore. No. I mean people who actually embrace their faith and know what it means and have actually taken time to at least once read the Bible. Not people who go through the motions, like a Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders has read anything and everything the communists can put out. I guarantee you he's read nothing about his own faith, certainly nothing serious.